The program is that the new moon is always considered an important time of change within the monthly cycle and the yearly cycles. And especially this new moon is considered to be really important because of the big solar eclipse. And in the traditional societies, like in India, Nepal, any place in South Asia, eclipses are considered to be not good. During an eclipse, it is considered that the energy of the planets are blocked. And the most important planets obviously are the sun and the moon. And on top of that, for this occasion, Venus and Mercury are also completely blocked. And so, doing this offering, which I think is the most ancient way, like beyond any time reference that we can have about ourselves and our culture and human beings in general. I think this is the most ancient way that people express their experience of their connection to their environment and express their intention to give back to the environment for the sake of balancing the whole. So our intention tonight is to do this Havan, which this particular Havan comes out of the Shakta Shaiva tradition called Sri Vidya, and its focus and the mantras for the puja come out of the tradition of Sri Vidya and are focused on the goddess Tripura Sundari. That gets a little complicated, but it's not as complicated or even as distant as it sounds. What we will do is we're going to first do the introductory mantras and offerings, and then we'll light the fire and make special offerings into the fire. And as we are doing that, we are praying for everybody's protection and the protection of everybody that we're connected to in this kind of strange time. I don't know if you've noticed. It begins with purifying myself, then purifying the site, then purifying the offerings, and then it goes on. And I'm not going to try to describe it, and you're welcome to stay as long as you like. This will take maybe an hour and 15 to an hour and a half to finish it. So happy to be with you all. We ring the bells to call all the spirits from the whole neighborhood to come and join us. And maybe even over as far as Oregon Park. I'll just tell you that we begin with the offerings to Ganesh. Ganesh is considered to be the manifestation of the union of Shiva and Shakti. So we start with Ganesh. Ganesh is the protector of the goddess and all of her retinue, all of her attendants. So every goddess puja starts with Ganesh. And after we make the offerings to Ganesh, which traditionally are yellow, we'll make offerings to my teachers and to all the teachers who I've studied with over the years to request their presence and their blessing. And then we'll make the offerings to the goddess, and we'll do the mantras of the supreme goddess. And I'm not going to give you a teaching on that right now. Then we will do the mantras for various levels of increasingly intense protective goddesses. And there will be 3 sets of that. So, and offerings to go along with each of them, and offerings in the fire for those goddesses. And the last of the goddesses is the goddess that rules the cremation ground, or the cemetery, which is the transition point between the living and the dead. And in times of eclipses, we think about those things.